What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. Today, I want to talk about the mindset that is necessary to achieve your goals. All right, when you set a new goal, right? Let's say there's a certain amount of money you want to make. Let's say there's a certain kind of dating life you want to create. Whatever result or new condition you want to create, you got to understand that it's going to require you to take actions that are outside of your comfort zone. It's going to require you to face fear. It's going to require you to do things that don't necessarily feel good. But you just have to have this understanding that if you truly want to achieve your goal, if you truly want to transform, if you want to change your condition, you got to do what you got to do. And even when you don't feel like doing something, you just got to be able to say fuck it and just still do it. Like, one of the things I do that I don't always feel like doing is I wake up at 3:45 in the morning, right? 3:45 a.m. every single morning. Most of the time, I don't feel like getting up at that time, but I just say fuck it and I just get up. Now that's a practice. So it's not like I just woke up one day and all of a sudden I could just wake up at 3:45. I set it as a goal. I actually wrote down on the paper, I want to start waking up at 3:45 a.m. That's my goal. And I started going after that goal, meaning I started putting my alarm at 3:45. Now, I was smart about it, right? I started where I was, right? I used to get up at 12 p.m., but I started cutting it back. Every single week, I would cut it back an hour. 11 a.m., 10 a.m., 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 7 a.m., until I got to 3:45 a.m., okay? But going through this process, of course, there were days when I didn't want to wake up. And even now, I get up at 3. This morning, I didn't feel like waking up. I wanted to press the snooze button. But I started to value discipline more than my feelings and emotions. And I'm telling you, this is a powerful, concept that you can apply. It's like, just decide to be a man or a woman of discipline, right? Just decide to be the type of person that, even though you don't feel like doing something, you still do it. Because if you don't do it, you're not going to get the result. It's as simple as that. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to get the result. If you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to get the result. And so once you just start looking at shit logically and with intelligence, and you just stop valuing your emotions and feelings so much. Like, when it comes to achieving goals, you gotta lock into discipline, man. You gotta start looking at things with intelligence and logic. And yes, if there's a positive emotion that you're experiencing, ride that emotion, of course. But when it comes to difficult things outside of your comfort zone, most of the time you're gonna be dealing with a negative feeling, a feeling of resistance. Or, in the context of waking up in the morning, it's a feeling of tiredness. You feel tired, right? I don't always feel motivated to get up at 3:45 a.m., especially if I didn't get a lot of sleep. Sometimes I end up only getting maybe 2-3 hours of sleep, and at 3:45 alarm rings, and I'm like, fuck, man, I kind of want to go back to sleep. But I built this muscle of discipline, where I say, fuck it, man, I got to get the fuck up, right? Even though I don't feel like it, you got to get the fuck up, man. And the same thing with working out. As soon as I wake up, I listen to some affirmations and then I work out. You think I want to wake up and then listen to affirmations and then work out before we even hit 4 a.m.? Of course not. But I still do it anyway, because that's what's necessary for me to create the results I want to achieve in my life, right? I know what my goals are, I know what my vision is, and I know the kind of man that I need to be to achieve my goals. And so I'm committed to that, right? And my commitment is on an intellectual level. It's on a discipline level. It's not an emotional commitment. It's not a feelings commitment. It's purpose over pleasure, right? For me, it's not all like the good feeling for me is a feeling of accomplishment. That's the good feeling I'm seeking. I'm not seeking a good feeling of comfort, of feeling good, right? To me, that's pussy. That's weak, man. To me, it's more respectable and more honorable for me to put myself through pain, put myself through discomfort, but then experience the great feeling of accomplishment, of doing what I said I was going to do, of being the kind of man that I want to be, and getting the results I want. And it's through applying discipline that's when I see my life start to change. when I started applying discipline and I started valuing my intelligence over my emotions and feelings, that's when I saw the transformation. That's when the beast was unleashed, right? But if you just following your emotions and your feelings all the time, that's gonna have you all over the place, man. That's how you end up with the 1 step forward, 2 steps back bullshit. Because your emotion sometimes is on your side, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you feel like doing it, sometimes you don't. It's like, fuck it, man. Forget about how you feel. Apply your intelligence, apply your discipline, apply your willpower, apply courage. Look for these traits, these masculine, powerful traits that you can use to get you through the weak ass feelings of the body, right? The spirit, the spiritual being, you are limitless. You can literally do anything. You have no limits, right? It's the body that's weak. It's the mind that's weak. But you, the spiritual being, you are limitless, right? You're extremely powerful. And all it takes is you relying on your intelligence, your logic, and you applying that discipline. And that's what it takes. And you gotta value that. That has to be a priority, something you prioritize as part of your character, right? So that's what I found. When it comes to setting goals, okay, you can't be relying on your feelings to get you through. Your feelings are gonna flip and flop. When you set a goal, a lot of times it's usually from a place of excitement, joy. You know, you're motivated. Yeah, you know, I want to make $1 million by the end of this year, or whatever your goal is, right? Or I want to get that, you know, that girl that I've been trying to get for quite some time. I'm gonna start, you know, going after her, whatever, right? You set this goal, but keep in mind, it's like when you set a goal, there's a certain vibe, there's a certain energy, a certain feeling to it in the beginning, but over time, man, it doesn't stay like that. It changes, right? Because emotions and feelings change. And so what it truly means to be a man of power, a man that actually achieves his goals, a man that actually transforms, is you have to be a man who values his intelligence and his discipline over everything else, okay? And, you know, in regards to, you know, your emotions and your feelings and shit like that, like, intelligence and discipline is what's going to get you to your goal. I'm telling you right now, right? And yes, as I said, sometimes your emotions is on your side. And when the emotions are on your side, ride that wave, right? Because it's going to propel you. It's going to get you to your goal faster. But even when that emotion and feelings are not there, you got to fall back on discipline. That's what's always going to be there for you. It's being the type of man, type of woman that does what the fuck you said you were going to do no matter what. Okay? Having a spine, having a backbone, you know? You know, having some respect for yourself, some love for yourself. Like, don't treat yourself like you're just, you know, oh, you know, I don't really deserve this. So you deserve, if you're willing to put the work in, you deserve anything, okay? You deserve, if you want to build $1 million business, you deserve $1 million business if you're willing to put the work in. But what separates the people that hit their goals from the people that don't? The people that hit their goals are the people that are consistent, that are disciplined, that show up every single day, right? When they feel like it, when they don't feel like it, when people hate on them, when people don't hate on them, they still are going to get the shit done. They're still going to take action. They're still going to show up. That's discipline. That's you applying your logic. That's you looking at the emotions and feelings and saying, I already know you're temporary, right? I know my emotions are temporary. This is a consistent thing that I've seen in my life. It's like, okay, sometimes I feel like doing something, sometimes I don't. Right? And I can't just be a feelings guy, right? Because a feelings guy, there's no order, there's no structure in your life. It's chaotic, right? And I don't want a chaotic life. I want a life that is moving forward, that's going in the direction I want it to go, right? But when that chaos comes, I bring my discipline and order to battle the chaos. Chaos and chaos, fighting each other, what does that lead to? More chaos. But if you can bring that order and that discipline when the chaos comes, now you direct that chaos and you create something. When order and discipline meets chaos, and it's at the right level, right? So if your order and discipline can actually match the chaos of your life, now you can create. This leads to creation. That's what masculine energy and feminine energy. Feminine energy brings the chaos. Masculine energy brings the order and the discipline and the direction. And once they come together, this is what leads to creation. And so once you understand this, that's why I keep preaching, be a grounded masculine man. because that is your nature. That is how you're supposed to be, and that is what attracts feminine energy. And that's what attracts your goals to you, right? Once you start stepping into your masculine energy and you start setting goals and you start getting clear on your vision and you start moving, it's like the universe starts to help you. It literally starts helping you. It starts throwing people your way to help you. It starts giving you the resources you need. It starts showing you signs. But you got to be open, right? You got to be open to receive. But you got to give. You got to give and be open to receive. Give in the sense of you give your energy, right? Whatever your goal is, you put that energy out into the universe consistently. And you do it every single day, right? Whether you feel good, whether you feel bad, whether you feel okay, whether you feel left, feel right, whatever, you need to rely on your discipline to consistently move towards your goals every single day. And just forget about excuses. Excuses, people who achieve success, they don't make excuses, period. So you just got to stop making excuses, period. And stop complaining about shit. Stop blaming people, right? Stop, looking at your past to predict your future and shit like that. Your future, you can create any future that you want. You know what I mean? If you step into your masculine energy and you start applying your intelligence to your life, apply your logic to your life, and stop letting your emotions and feelings get in the way and trip you up. Emotions and feelings is always trying to fuck with you. You know, you go. One of the ways that emotion likes to fuck with people is like, you could have like people praising you, saying you're good at this, things are great, and then that one hater comes and says something, and then all your focus is on that hater, and now you're in a negative mood. And then the emotion is trying to get you off track. You know, there's negative feelings. Oh man, you know what? Maybe I'm not good enough, whatever. And now you stop taking action. Fuck that, man. That's where your discipline and your logic comes in. Like, wait, hold up. How the hell am I gonna stop doing what I'm doing just because one hater says some bullshit? Right? Look at all these other people that are benefiting from my service, from my work. All these other people that are counting on me, right? And forget about that. I gotta count on myself. I gotta believe in myself, right? Nobody should be able to say anything to throw me off my game. Because if somebody could throw you off your game, that means you got them on a pedestal. You're valuing them more than yourself. Now, how does that sound, right? So that's what I'm saying, man. Fuck emotions, fuck feelings, right? We're not little girls. We're not pussies, right? We're masculine, grounded men that know what our goals are, know what our vision is, and we step into it and we make shit happen. If there's any good feeling that we want that feeling of accomplishment. We want that feeling of making shit happen. We want that feeling of power, right? That feeling of courage, of confidence. That confidence comes from you consistently doing your shit and you making shit happen no matter what challenge comes to you, no matter what test comes to you. You keep, no matter, even when you get kicked down or slapped down or whatever, you get the fuck back up. Right? That's what it means to be a grounded masculine man. It means you get tested, but you keep going. Right? There's this image I seen of this man who you see all these arrows in him, but he's still moving forward. Right? Because he's like, fuck that, man. Nothing's going to stop me. That's what true masculine energy is. Right? And being grounded in that energy means there is nobody that you're not running away from any challenge. There's no challenge that you won't step up to. Right? It's not like you're gonna get hit. You're gonna take hits, but that's where you demonstrate the type of man you are. I could take hits, but guess what? I'm gonna keep coming back. I'm gonna keep moving forward. Right? I could take a hit. Right? When you play a video game, you're not gonna choose the character that can only take one hit and then he drops. Right? You choose the character that can take some hits so you can play the game and have fun. Right? If somebody can't take no hits, that shit's whack, yo. You can't respect that shit. So that's what I'm saying, man. That's what we got to be the type of person that we can take challenges from life. Adversity shows up, negative emotions show up. Sometimes we don't feel like doing it, but our character is stronger than our circumstances, right? My discipline is stronger than my circumstances. My willpower will get me through shit. My intelligence, I'm intelligent. I apply my intelligence to my life, not my feelings and emotions. My feelings and emotions are temporary. Fuck that. All right, so that's the message for today. If you're a man watching this and you want to develop unbreakable self-confidence, you want to become a beast, join the Unbreakable Beast Tribe. I'll drop a link to the group in the comment section, and I'll see you inside. Peace.